welcome to Mike's Shed. I don't remember last time, I did say I was going to do some mentions outside of the YouTubing world, and these are a bunch of creative people that some of which have followed on Instagram, some of which have followed on Facebook, some of which have met, and what I'll do is I will give them the mention, and then using the power of technology, there'll be an attempt made to project the people in question details on somewhere around here, or just, if all else fails, I'll just blanket bomb the details on the show when it goes live. So also I had some pickups that turned up today, and just a pickup I got really cheap from like B&M or Poundland. I knew it was Poundland. I'm embarrassed to say I went in there, but the Blu-rays are so damn cheap at the minute, and there's one or two pretty good ones out there. So without further ado, I'm going to talk about my first pickup. Now this is the film I saw not long after it came out back in 1990 or something like that, and it was just a raunchy horror, ludicrous, pretty good, along the lines of it was riding on the back of the sort of, what do you call them now, where they're almost X-rated in a sexual way, if you know what I mean. They're nowhere near, it's like Carry On, but in a movie, an American movie as well. Anyway, I won't go on any further about it, but it was Frankenhooker. Now I know I've seen a lot of you guys buying this on VHS and stuff like that, which, yeah, ideally I would like. Imagine being knackered because it was never in the video shot. But no, I really like. And Danksy, you gave us the nod on the Arrow covers, because it's a really nice artwork on the Arrow covers. They're doing a really good job. I don't know how they're getting so many films on their label, if they're owned by someone. But this is a really fun film. I can't tell you too much about it. I've only got flashbacks of going around one of my mates' houses. His bedroom was a bit of a den of iniquity, and there'd be, I don't know, him and his girlfriend, about 4 or 5 was all crammed in this box room watching, all sorts of movies. But I do remember him renting this. I remember we had a pretty good laugh. I can't remember who's in the room now, but I won't name names, but you know who you are. But yeah, it's Frankenhooker. And the thing with this, what I really liked, this is what I was told why to get the Arrow release, is because of now I just took this out and I couldn't get it back in, but it's also got the other cover on there, which was, it's not the one I remember. The cover we rented it on is where it's the famous post where she's coming out the subway, like the New York subway. That was the general cover in Sound and Vision, whoever our video shop we rented it from. But I really like the picture disc, so not one I can really leave out. I knew this would happen, so let me get this back in proper. There we go. Not one I can really leave lying round for the kids to pick up, but yeah, that's Frankenhooker on Arrow, and it was good fun. I've got a feeling it's going to look really, really bad now, like all those 80s and late 80s movies, especially that, Class of New Kamai and all that, which I've never seen, to be honest with you. But they are massive on, I see them all over Instagram now, people buying the VHS. But, I saw it way back, and I saw it once, maybe twice, just piling round to my mate's house. So, yeah, that's Frankenhooker, guys. The next film I got, now this one, I've not seen it, and I remember the trailer for this. I was on my lunch break. I'm sure I was at school when this come out. And these are from Music Magpie. It's a bit hit and miss at the minute in Music Magpie. It can turn up quite damaged, but I do know this DVD is quite expensive to buy in a a reasonably good state. I didn't want this cover. I want the original cinematic style cover. But I always remember the trailer on. When I was on my lunch break, there used to be a movie chart show on in the week. It's like on a Friday, and I remember showing this movie on it, and it looked really creepy. And to my horror, now the film is The Gate. The Gate. And it's not in the best of shape. Again, I don't like this sleeve. I don't like that design. You know, I like the original one, it was like, I think it had the house on it. It was very blue looking, looked really creepy. And off the top of my head, I was always surprised because I think it had Stephen Dorff in it. And yeah, Stephen Dorff, very young in it. I actually thought this was an 80s film, and it's saying 1999. Now, it might have been re-released in 1999. I see this as being a lot older, like early 80s, mid 80s. But the bit I remember is, this might be a bit of a spoiler, but all these, I won't say anything. But I always wanted to watch and just never got round to renting it, getting hold of it, and I don't know what was going on at the time. I think it was a big thing for the Italian horrors at the time, even like the older ones. Which, to be honest with you, I never used to get into them that much. I used to find them dead sickening, like demons and all that. Was like, there was always like splurge coming out. There's loads of vomity things going on in them. It used to turn my stomach. Or if someone got a zombie got his face chopped, like maggots and worms, like real maggots and worms. The special effects was just, they weren't even good effects. They were just so gross. I know Scott Sega Zombie, I've watched yours the other night, and you sent me on a spending spree actually after that programme. It was really good, some of the movie stuff. And I've only seen a handful of Dario Argento's, Lucio Fulci, like Driller Killer. Is that Lucio Fulci? I can't remember now. It's all shot in the States. It's a New York film. It's sort of like, it'll be like that. It reminds me of that Frankenhooker, that same sort of grainy, low budget quality. But it's so gross. It's like, I don't know, they're drilling some the weirdest scenes I've ever seen in a film, Driller Killer. But I watched it again a couple of months back. It might have been at Christmas actually, not a couple of months back. I stayed up late and watched it till God knows what time. But yeah, so this is The Gate. Again, this is another one that, you know, I was only reminded by people I follow on Instagram and Facebook posting the VHS they managed to obtain of this film. This I really do look forward to watching. I hope it's up there with like the Silver Bullets. It's actually a Canadian movie, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm sure it's Canadian. And I remember always like seeing how good the quality of effects were in this, and being surprised it was on Medusa Home Video. And I always found Medusa Home Video films, you know, I might get shot for this. I always found them crap. And I never really went for him. I think I drew the line at Warbus, and I don't know if you remember me 14th, 15th birthday. I had a couple of mates around and we watched Warbus, and it's probably one of the shittest films I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, so I was really surprised to see The Gate was released on Medusa. I'm sure it's Medusa, but that's The Gate. And then this is my cheapo pickup, Blu-ray. I know nothing about this film. It's Aaron Eckhart. One second. Oh, stone cold. Aaron Eckhart in I, Frankenstein. Now, I imagine it's going to be along the lines of like Van Helsing, them sort of, you know, CGI fest. So, but that is something. It's only a 12. It's something I'll put on when the kids get in from school. It's just something to have while you chop the salad up. So they're my free pickups, guys. Again, I'm not sure if they're supposed to have any sort of manuals with these. They're probably replay. I think they're replays, so they might be used or just, you know, I don't know. So yeah, so they're my free pickups. Moving swiftly on, and I'm gonna drop these mentions now. Actually, just let me check everything's okay on the recording front. Battery life. Oh, it's getting low. I'm going to do this in 2 takes, guys. I think the battery's going to go on my phone, so I'll catch you guys. Alright guys, welcome back. Oh, let me tell you what you're dealing with here. You're dealing with an outright amateur. An outright amateur. Okay, so I did say I was going to give some mentions. And I'm going to start off with a guy. Basically, when I was doing my own events, I was like trying to get older people to get a table, basically, that were doing things that I was interested in. So I'd seen this person on it might have been Facebook. I can't quite remember, to be honest with you. Really liked his stuff. The guy's called Andy Cope. Again, I'll show you details and some of his work when I, get this together. You'll see it. Basically, I don't know how he does it. I don't know if it's clay or some kind of special clay that's used. I may sound an idiot here. Maybe obviously it's clay. I don't know, but he moulds characters or caricatures from TV shows, films, series, some childhood favourites, like he did a Fred Gwynn from the Munsters, which is really great. I bought the Horrorcon in Sheffield. I bought one of my all-time favourites, a caricature of Max Schreck, who played Nosferatu. So it's actually Nosferatu, and I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, which I do in this instance. And that is the Nosferatu figurine. And he paints them as well. Bit of dust on his head there. He does paint them. He posted it out to me. Turned up perfect. I was really, really pleased with this. Really pleased. The guy loves what he's doing. I think it's a way of life. I don't know what else he does. He might have a normal 9 to 5, but he squeezes a lot of work in between. And again, I think he might keep some of the moulds. I'm not sure what he does. I think he can get these for you again. But I really like this. I will get more off Andy. I've not had the time nor the money really recently, but I will be getting more stuff off Andy. Really nice guy. I met him. I think he's with his missus. I can't remember now. But just dead genuine. I'll be honest with you, the thing that made me laugh is he reminded me of myself. He's like, he gave me a really fair price on this, and I know he puts a lot of work in. He's constantly posting on Facebook, but he does some really nice work. He's a really nice guy. I think one of his pictures on Facebook, it might be wrong, Andy. Have you painted your van or something, sprayed up your van? It looked really good if it is yours. But yeah, and the one he's done, the last one I saw him start working on, like I would consider it a big project, was I think he started off with the Book of the Dead from Evil Dead, and then he built all the caricatures of the characters of the film, and it just looks really smart. If you go and check him out, I think he's based in South Yorkshire, but really nice guy. This turned up within a week or two of me ordering it, and he paints it all himself. There's a lot of work in it. I mean, if any of you ever painted Dungeons and Dragons figures and stuff like that, and it was a ball ache just doing a little tiny figure, well, imagine banging these out. But yeah, really pleased with that. And that's Andy Cope. Again, I'll put his details up and I'll show a few samples of his work and how to find him. He does a lot of events. It looks like he was like it reminded me of Beetle Bash or Bug Jam that I went to with a few friends back in the 90s. It looks like he does that sort of thing, and he's got his own tent. Demonic Creations, Andy Cope's Demonic Creations. But really worth a look at, guys. Really worth a look at. So moving on from Andy, I'd like to mention another guy who I met through a VHS site, I think, and that is Mr. Stephen Morris, artist Mr. Stephen Morris, up in the northeast of England, or northeast. I'm sure it's the northeast. And I actually bought Andy's massive on his VHS oh my God, I've never seen a collection like it, honestly. You can see where he gets his passion for his art from. Just a lot of oil paintings, loads of martial arts stuff, horror, just any genre really. Really nice work. Nice guy to speak to and stuff like that. Just chilled. And I think that's the thing with creative people. I don't think there's any hang-ups with, you know, anything other than being creative and expressing themselves. I just think it's great, you know. It's like, don't get me wrong, guy's probably got, you know, things on his shoulders that they're like the rest of us, but it's just, I don't know, he just seems to be constantly having fun and larking about with his kids and stuff like that, and then just producing brilliant work. And I think, you know, talk about zen, that is just where you want to be, innit? So I bought a VHS off Andy, and he's got loads more. If you know, if it ain't art you're after, I'm pretty sure he can supply you with anything else, and that is Black Belt Jones. I've never seen it, and I saw it, and it's how I used to remember it. It's the actual video shop case, big box, Warner Brothers, but it's just fantastic just to look at and to have that. It's just brilliant. I need to be careful actually, like I say about temperature and stuff in the shed. I don't want it getting damaged. But yeah, so talking about art, so I'm going to show you a few snippets of his work, but he's constantly shipping out and doing commissions. There's a lot of commissions for people. He draws people's pets. Oh my God, he's just done this alien picture. It looked like a photograph. It was an oil painting, and it was his own take. He turns things to suit how he would imagine it being, and he's really good. The guy is committed. I don't know how he puts the time in really, but he's constantly, he's doing I think it's a Jackie Chan movie, Drunken. Actually, he sent me the link to watch it not so long back. I'm sure it's that one, Drunken Master, I think it is, or Drunken Boxer. He's drawing that, well, painting that at the minute, and it looks fantastic. Looks absolutely fantastic. But again, just always larking around, you know. I think that's just the way to be. And then producing fantastic artwork on top of it. You really need to check this guy out. You know, I think he's just sold his alien picture. But yeah, that is, God, what's it on now? ArtStation. I know he's got a page on ArtStation, and I'll post a link with his details, his Facebook. I'm not sure she's giving his Facebook page, and if there's anything use to you, I'll give you the ArtStation one. But again, I'll put the details on there, and that's Steve Morris. So that's Andy Cope and Stephen Morris. Yeah, check out his VHS as well. You know, I'm sure if you just asked to see what he's got, he'd happily show you his wares. I mean, I think he's constantly selling them. He's constantly getting more. I might be wrong, Stephen. Am I wrong? I don't know. But yeah, so that's Stephen Morris, guys. Andy Cope, Demonic Creations. Stephen Morris on ArtStation. So I'll get them details up for you. The last guy, the third guy I want to mention is Source Code VHS over in, I might be wrong if it's the States or, I've got a feeling he's in the States, but it could be Canada, I'm not too sure. My God, guy's a massive skateboard fiend. I follow him on Instagram, but the main reason I follow him is he actually paints VCRs, videos, players, and some of the stuff he does, you know, you'll see some samples coming up. It's absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Again, 1 second, just checking we're still in action. Yep, we are. Yeah, he seems to know every film I love. He's not doing it for me, obviously, he's doing it for himself. But every film I love, and you know, he's actually painted these whole VCRs. Oh God, one that stands out to me, he's just done a Death Wish. He might have done that a while ago, I'm not too sure. The Thing, I'll show you Halloween 3, Halloween, but he covers, nothing goes uncovered on these VCRs. It is pretty impressive. It seemed like if you go through his Instagram, if you look further down, there's points where he's got his stencils laid out, his spray cans, you know, and the work he must put into him is just fantastic. But I think Lord, VHS Lord, I think you bought one, mate. I can't remember now. I think you did buy one from him. I'm sure he shipped it over from the States. I might be wrong. It might not. I'm sure it was him, because we've been talking about it for a while. Source Code VHS, and I'm sure Cy Lord ordered one, and he was thrilled to bits with it. But yeah, you want to check out his page. He's bang into his movies, and honestly, I mean, it's a way of, when I look on his Instagram, it's a way of life. He ain't messing about. You know, there's one he had like a Chevrolet Astro, you know, a people carrier, camper, whatever you call them, cruiser. And I was looking, he's like, shows you a can of spray, and the next thing you know, he's spraying up the Chevrolet, and I'm like, holy shit, he's got his skateboards on the back, and it's just brilliant, some of the stuff he does. But check out his VHS, what a talent. I feel like these people are going unnoticed. They're probably not. They've probably got a million times more people that have interested in them than anyone have in me or God knows what. But it's really interesting to see, and that's Source Code VHS. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of one of the ones he's done. I was absolutely good. Basket Case, Dawn of the Dead. Oh, it's just really good, really good. Please check him out. If anything, for inspiration or just something to look at that's interesting, you know. So guys, I'm going to give you all the details. So we've got Andy Cope, Demonic Creations, Stephen Morris Art, and Source Code VHS on Instagram, Facebook, and I'll give you the details to any of the other stuff. But anyway guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next instalment. I can't stay off Music Magpie in a minute. I did pick up a film I'm really excited about watching, which was mentioned by Scott Sager Zombie the other night, and it rang a bell when I saw it. I didn't know, I just remember the cover, but I can't wait for it to turn up. I'm really excited to see that. I've got a couple of other ones. I bought some utter tosh ones, just action movies, and yeah, you know, I'm really good prices on these things at the minute. So yeah, chuffed to bits. So thank you guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out who I've mentioned tonight, and you'll see the details. And again, thank you very much for watching Mike's Shed, and stay safe, and catch you guys soon.